surveying the site of some ancient ruins, two young archaeologists, Derek and Margot, and their nomad friend, Moki, find themselves trapped and sinking in a whirling pool of sand. And when the dust settles, they stare up in awe at a vast chamber filled with giant relics and artifacts from another civilization. And there, at the far end of the cavern, a door with a strange inscription. All who enter these portals pass through time.
Wow! Who were those guys? I don't know. But until we can figure out just where we are, we'd better stay clear of everybody. What do they look like to you?
Well, from their clothing, they might be from some coastal tribes.
Like the Hittites?
Or the Hivites, Girgashites, Amorites, Jebusites, maybe even Canaanites.
What about socialites, suburbanites, parasites, or satellites?
Those two. Anyway, I'd say we were back at least 1,000 years BC, and
They're coming back!
Not much cover. We'd better split up.
I was watching from the hill, Captain. There definitely were people moving around down here.
Israelite spies, come out! Israelite spies, come out!
Ah, just a boy.
Look for the others. There they are! Hang on to him! Israelite spies! We've got them trapped against the river!
We have no choice. Come on!
Poor Moki!
We can help them only by staying free ourselves.
That was close.
But all that counts is that we did get away. Oh.
Take the boy to the city!
Did you find the other spies?
We tracked them as far as the river. They must have drowned.
Sorry about the misunderstanding, but we Israelites have to be wary of spies, too.
Who were those other soldiers?
Canaanites from Jericho, which means you will soon be reunited with your friend. Because today, we march against Jericho and shall capture it.
That's sure good news.
Oh, if only Moses were alive to see it. But we have another great leader, chosen by Moses himself, Joshua.
Children of Israel, 40 years have we wandered the wilderness. Those sufferings are now past, for today, as the Lord hath promised, we shall finally cross over the river Jordan and enter the promised land. You priests, men of Levi, will lead us. You will take up the Ark of the Covenant and pass on ahead of our people.
There it is. The chest containing the 10 Commandments. Isn't this thrilling?
But why are they sending it ahead? And without soldiers? It could be captured.
Joshua told us the Lord commanded him to do so.
loaded down like that, they can't possibly make it across the river.
The Israelites have been sighted on the far shore. They're marching this way. Good. They picked the worst possible time. The floodwaters will seize them, and we can easily finish off any who have the bad luck not to drown. Look! There they are! Only 4 men, and not even soldiers? What is that box? What is it they carry?
Move out bravely! Then stop when you reach midstream!
Midstream? With a load like that, they'll never make it.
The water level's going down.
The river's dropping! They're not even getting wet! It's just a freak current. You'll see the waters will rise again any minute and sweep them away.
My men stand ready.
Have them cross the minute the riverbed is completely dry.
It's just like the Red Sea parting for Moses.
Captain! The river, it's gone!
See? Didn't I tell you they could do it?
Hang on, Moki. Some big-time help is definitely on the way.
Right. Next stop, Jericho.
Did you hear? The Israelites crossed the river. They're on their way here. They can cross all the rivers they want. They'll never get past these walls. Come on, you, back to work.
This is truly a promised land. Look at it. So green and fertile. Our families will grow strong and healthy here.
How much further is Jericho?
Just past those hills, about 3 miles.
Then your soldiers should get there in no time at all.
And we can grow grain and raise cattle.
Simeon, what about Jericho?
Well, the fact is we've been ordered not to continue.
You're not going to Jericho?
Joshua has just decreed that first the priests need time to perform their rituals.
Rituals?
After which we shall celebrate Passover, so unleavened cakes must be prepared. We should be ready to march in 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days?
Why do they not come? They crossed the river 3 days ago. Well, Captain.
One of our spies has just returned from the Israelite camp.
Yes, and from what direction will they attack?
Sire, they are not marching. He says they have stopped for a special ritual they call Passover.
And what sort of ritual is that?
Well, they eat unleavened cakes.
What manner of warriors do they be? They cause the mighty river Jordan to cease, and then they stop to eat cakes.
Excuse me, Simeon. Could you tell us if the orders to march have come through yet?
No, they haven't.
Poor Moki. If we could only at least let him know we'll be coming for him.
Perhaps Jebron here can help. He was in the city as a spy. He knows it well.
There is a way you might get a message through.
How?
By a woman called Rahab who lives in a house atop the wall. She's a friend to Israel. It was she who dropped a rope from her window so I could escape.
How do we get in touch with her?
She promised to be at her window every evening in case we needed her. I'll take you there. That's her house. I'll leave you now. 2 are less conspicuous than 3. Oh, wear this, so she'll know you're one of us. Good luck.
My baseball arm's out of practice. Here goes again. Israel!
I understand. I'll try to find the boy to tell him you are coming and keep his hopes alive.
We'll be in that shepherd's hut. Contact us with a mirror. 1 flash, you could not find him. 2, you did find him. 3, he is well.
And when will the Israelites attack?
I wish I knew.
My army stands ready. We have reached the promised land. What? Are you one of our soldiers, or are you an enemy of Israel?
neither, for I am here as captain of the angels of the Lord.
Speak. I am your servant. What do you want me to do? We have received our orders. This morning we march against Jericho. Take up the Ark of the Covenant and have 7 priests carry trumpets in front of it. Then march around the city with the armed guard going ahead. And I command all of you, during the entire march, do not give a war cry. Do not raise your voices. Do not say a word. After circling the city once, we shall return to camp.
Did he say we just returned to camp? And that's all?
Keep at it down there.
No sign of the Israelites?
Not yet.
Perhaps the sight of a man like you frightened them away. Do you have that effect on all the ladies? Your 2 friends say be hopeful. They come soon with the Israelites.
Something must have gone wrong.
There. I saw a flash.
Answer. Now for her message.
She saw Moki. And he's well. Ah, that makes us all feel better.
So, at last they come.
And my men are ready.
Why are they so quiet? And what do they carry on those poles?
I don't know. It's what they carried before them when the river stopped.
Sorcery? Magic? Well, whatever it is, it cannot come through solid walls.
They're still only marching.
It seems like just a parade.
If only that roadway were in range of our spears.
Sire, look! They're going back to their camp!
A retreat? Before joining action?
Well, perhaps the strength of our walls discouraged them.
They never made a sound. Not a war cry, nothing. Just blew on those accursed trumpets.
A parade. That's all it was. A musical parade.
Tomorrow, Simeon, order your men to do exactly the same. We are making war, Simeon. We are sowing uncertainty. We are warring on their minds.
So, we wage war on their minds. And meanwhile, I am rapidly losing my own.
What are they doing now?
Marching.
Marching.
They circled the city once, and again they start back to their camp. Sire, a suggestion. Our spies made this map of the Israelite camp. We can attack them.
But that might be what they're trying to trick us into doing, leaving the safety of our walls.
But they may be thinking we wouldn't attack.
Then again, they may be thinking we'd be thinking that's what they would be thinking, that we wouldn't think we... What are they up to? What? Oh!
Derek, up there. Is that Moki?
Look! They've seen us.
Watch. They do this in every Western. Sorry you'll have to lose it, but to be honest, it really wasn't you.
That's sure a rough way to get your mail.
What did he write? Music is nice, but when is D-Day?
I'd like to know myself. Excuse me. Our friend in Jericho sent us this. There seems to be a map on the back of it.
It's our camp layout. They're probably going to attack us. We better make our move first. And I'm afraid, sir, we'll need more than trumpets.
We shall continue as commanded, Simeon. Learn to trust and use man's greatest strength. And it is not sinew of arm. It is faith in the Lord.
But, sir...
Be patient. Other battles may call for your valor and steel, but Jericho shall be conquered without it. Your wait is over, Simeon.
We shall not lose a man.
Not one. It was thus foretold me by the angel of God. These past days, my commands have been those of the Lord, and he will surely watch over us tomorrow before Jericho. We are in his hands. His will shall be done.
You heard the news?
Isn't it great?
Perhaps not quite so good for your friend.
But if the town is captured...
The problem is that in a fortress, to prevent an uprising behind their backs, defenders sometimes will do away with prisoners when an attack begins.
That does it. We must go in there tonight and get Moki out. Can we hide here overnight?
You'll be taking a chance. The king is so nervous he has soldiers searching everywhere all the time. But perhaps you could conceal yourselves under the flax on the roof. You really think the Israelites will do more tomorrow than just parade?
Somehow I have a feeling they're going to do a whole lot more.
Children of Israel, today Jericho shall be ours. Today we shall encircle the city 7 times. Then upon my command, shout aloud. Shout with all your being. Shout for the glory of the Lord. For he hath said, he will give you the city.
Prisoners.
But no Moki.
I hope nothing... Oh, wait! There he is!
That's him. Always last in line when there's work to do.
Let's follow them.
Don't spill so much mortar.
When Moki comes back down the ladder, we grab him. And quickly, we'll have only one shot at it.
Why can't they at least play a different tune? How many days have they been doing this now? 20, 30?
This is the 7th day.
Well, it seems like they've been at it forever. And every day, the same old...
There's something different today. They're marching around a second time. They've never done that. It may mean an attack.
Alert the men, and tell the spearmen to aim at those horn blowers first.
Now!
Hey, come back here! Escaped Israelite prisoner! What was the commotion?
A prisoner escaped.
Well, find him! Do something!
Soldiers are everywhere. This is no place to hide.
Where can we go?
Yes, you can hide in the cave under the city where our underground river flows. Just lift the wooden grate at the corner of the street. There are steps beneath.
Let's go!
They're making me dizzy. How many times around now?
Almost 7.
Keep after them. I'm going back. In case they get through, I'll have the archers on the wall finish them off.
They've stopped. Get your men ready for an attack. Let's go!
Dead end! Please don't use that word!
What now?
The board! What board? The one we just crossed. Maybe we can hang 10 on it.
When I command, cry out! Cry out for the glory of the Lord!
Come on. I don't think they need us around here anymore.
The Lord spared Rahab and all her family because she had helped the men Joshua had sent to her. And the Lord gave Israel all the land he had sworn to give their forefathers, and kept every one of the promises he had made to the people of Israel.
Well, the boy's kind of small.
George shrinks.
But it doesn't show at all.
George shrinks.
Because he's always acting tall.
George shrinks.
George shrinks, he's called. If a problem should be found,
George shrinks.
He's the boy to have around.
George shrinks.
Something big or something small. George shrinks, he's called. George always seems to find a way to make his dreams come true each day. His brother Junior does a crawl.
George shrinks.
Well, Daddy blows a bugle call.
George shrinks.
And Mama keeps an eye on.
George shrinks.
George shrinks. George shrinks. George shrinks. George shrinks. George shrinks.
Mom Nature can sure cook up a good mystery. Take your basic maple tree. Every year about the same time, its leaves turn these great colors and drop off the tree. How do they know what time of year it is?
Ah, you can fall, but you can't hide.
I guess that's why they call it fall. Gotcha! All right, Bex, that's the last load.
Look, George, this leaf is leaving.
That's not a leaf. It's a walking leaf. See you later, buddy. Yep, nature's secrets are what make the backyard so much fun. Well, one of the things anyway. See, Junior? The backyard's full of surprises. Whoa. Speaking of surprises, look at this!
A caterpillar. I think you mean caterpillar, Junior.
Junior had uncovered one of Mom Nature's best mysteries. This little guy may not look like much right now. Pretty soon, he'll turn into a really cool butterfly.
Say, what's all the fuss about?
George, find caterpillar.
You mean an accordion bug. See the way he bunches up then stretches out when he crawls? I call him nature's squeeze box.
Yellowish green, black bands.
Looks to me like Danile plexipus.
Yep, it's gonna be a monarch butterfly, all right.
Monarch butterfly? The frequent flyers of the insect world. They migrate up to 2,000 miles in the fall. They're very mysterious creatures. I have a professor friend who knows almost everything about them.
Oh yeah, the bug man.
I think he prefers to be called a lepidopterist.
He doesn't care what you call him, as long as you call him when you find a monarch larva, which is what I intend to do.
In the meantime, let's move nature's squeeze box before he gets squashed. Most bugs are ready for natural dangers, but they can't always defend themselves against the man-made stuff, like the shrink's leaf removal system. How's that for door-to-branch service?
Soup's on! Come on and get it!
Wow!
Good morning, George. Up, George?
I am, but he's not.
Who not?
My fuzzy friend. He must have hitched a ride looking for a cozy spot to make his cocoon. When he comes out of that, He'll be a full-blown butterfly. Ha! Just wait till Becky sees this. Turning into a butterfly is a tricky operation. Everything has to be just right. How's this?
He couldn't feel more like he was in your backyard if he was in your backyard.
Climate and temperature are at the optimum level, and voila! What butterfly wouldn't want to stretch its new wings at Chez Shrinks?
George, where's my little larva?
Right here, Aunt Eunice.
Hi, kids. I want you to meet Dr. Mindelfender, the butterfly guy.
Hello, children. Eunice told me you had a little Dana growing here. May I?
Be our guest, Professor.
Yes, that's a monarch, all right. A beautiful specimen.
Dr. Mindelfender is in the middle of a study of the migration pattern of the monarch.
Yes, well, the exact route they take on their flight to warmer climates has long been a mystery, and one I intend to crack.
I love a good mystery.
How do you track the butterflies?
We tag them.
Sounds like fun, but how do you remember which one is it?
Yeah, not that sort of tag, this sort of tag. It fits on the monarch's wing and lets me record where that butterfly started and hopefully where that butterfly ends up.
Does it hurt?
Oh, no, not a bit. In fact, it helps. The monarchs are suffering from habitat destruction and a shortage of wildflower fields. By placing a numbered tag on each butterfly we can find, we can chart the routes they take and make sure they have enough food and shelter stops along the way.
Can we tag our monarch?
Yeah, then we'll know where he ends up.
I was hoping you'd ask. Call me as soon as your friend emerges, and we'll give him a tracking number.
Hope you don't mind a little company. You looked a little lonely up here. Good night. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Although, technically, you are the bedbug. Nothing like waking up to a refreshing breeze. Yay! Oh! Uh-oh. It looks like I startled him as much as he startled me. It's okay. We just got off on the wrong foot.
Good morning, George. Morning, Kappa Peter.
He's not a caterpillar anymore. And he's headed for the backyard. I'd better keep him out of trouble until we get a chance to tag him.
Bye-bye.
He couldn't have gotten far. Aha! Looks like all's clear. Oops, spoke too soon. Pick on someone your own size. All right, it worked. Guess this is what's known as bushwhacked. Geronimo! Woohoo! So this is how a leaf must feel. Oops, this plan hit a snag. Oh, the early bird's coming back, only this time I'm the worm. Junior's not the only one who knows what to do with a pile of leaves. Huh? Hey, am I glad to see you again. Bah, not bad for a first-time flyer. Giving up so soon? Thanks for the ride. Okay. But if we're gonna be friends, you'll need a name. Archie the Monarch. That has a nice ring to it. What do you think? I'll take that as a yes.
Easy does it. Careful of the wing. It's very delicate. Now, secure the tag gently to the discal cell.
Don't worry, Archie. This won't hurt a bit. Got it.
Congratulations, George. You've just tagged your first monarch.
Good for you, George. Nice job.
Thanks, but I couldn't have done it without Archie. What happens now, Professor?
Well, I follow the general migration route. At various points, I and hundreds of volunteers out there check the tags on any monarch colonies we see. Hopefully, Archie will be in one of them.
Do you know the exact route the butterflies take?
Oh, no. These little guys fly high and low for miles and miles. To know the exact route, you'd practically have to ride on one yourself.
What if someone could ride a monarch and record the exact migration route firsthand?
That would be a major boost to my research, but unfortunately, no such person. Merciful mossballs!
I'd love to tag along and help the monarchs. If Mom and Dad say it's all right.
Why, the whole family should go. There's plenty of room in that trailer of yours, Doc. I haven't had a road trip in months.
If it would help the conservation efforts.
Sure. Why should the butterflies have all the fun?
Often interfering with nature does more harm than good. However, by learning the monarch's exact route, we'll know where they land for food and shelter. Then we can make sure those habitats are preserved for future landings. Following Archie would be a big help. Well, if he doesn't mind.
What do you think, Arch? Mind if I tag along for the ride? Blue skies, here we come! Woohoo! All systems go. It felt great going on a trip no one had ever taken before. Ready when you are, Arch.
Don't forget your super shoot, George.
Good call, Bex. Better safe than sorry. But it felt even better knowing the trip might help Archie and friends take their winter vacations in style. Look at that!
That's some serious trailer action.
Oh boy, can this baby ever fly?
Well, what do you think? I call it the wingspan van.
Like a butterfly on wheels.
The weather's changing. We better get packed up and hit the road.
We're all set.
Well, they say you always forget the one thing you need the most. So I brought everything, just to be sure. Nice wheels.
We're good to go, Georgie.
Guess this is it, big guy.
Have a good flight, guys. Vea con Diaz.
Whoa! Up, and wait, we seem to be in a holding pattern.
Don't worry, George. Arch is just waiting for a good gust of wind to give him a little lift. By riding air currents, he can travel long distances while conserving energy. My sensor shows a nice gust blowing from the west right about now.
Whoa! Talk about gone with the wind! So long, Becky. Gotta fly.
Don't forget to drop me a postcard.
Hey, we'll send it by airmail.
Bye now.
Bye.
They're off and fluttering. I got a bead on them.
According to my instruments, it should be smooth sailing.
According to my instrument, it's time for a rousing sing-along. Oh, 99 butterflies fly in the sky, 99 butterflies fly. If one of those butterflies flies on by, 98 butterflies fly in the sky.
You can't beat the open road.
One butterfly flies in the sky, one butterfly flies. If the last butterfly flutters on by, zero butterflies fly in the sky.
Again!
If my readings are correct, and they usually are, everyone should have a look out the nearest window for an incredible show. 80 seconds now.
Wow. Still my fluttering heart. It's a butterfly bonanza.
Looks like we've got company.
Now this you don't see every day. Yep, definitely a keeper.
Wow, what an amazing day. How are the butterflies doing?
They're having a glass of nectar before bed. Sky's clear. We shouldn't have any rain or snow to worry about tonight.
There sure are lots of things to look out for when you spend every night in the open.
Most of nature's creatures overcome great odds to survive in the wild.
I'm glad I have a home to go back to.
Yes, indeed. Well, time for me to crawl into my cocoon.
Come on, Arch. You need your rest, too. We got lots of flying ahead of us.
How's it going up there, George?
Great, Professor, but why do I suddenly feel like we're being watched?
Have a look to your left.
Ha, that explains it. Nice day, isn't it, Mr. President?
You know, Mount Rushmore's not just another pretty rock face, Junior. Those mountain-sized mugshots represent 4 of the most fabulous figures in history.
Who, Daddy?
Well, let's see. That one there is George, and I'm pretty sure that one's Ringo. Or is it Paul?
Those granite-jawed fellows are Presidents Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, and good old Teddy Roosevelt.
Smile, George. You too, Archie.
I wonder why they call it the Grand Canyon. Ha! That's why.
So, I assume we'll be taking the long way around, huh? I think it's high time for another sing-along.
It's only been 5 minutes since the last round.
For crying out loud, Harold. You sing one more note of that song and I'll use that overgrown fiddle for kindling.
Ha ha! All right. Sounds like the band could use a little break.
Oh dear.
What is it, Doc?
Bad news. The weather report is calling for a sudden harsh cold front. Very unusual for this time of year. There's a large field of wildflowers not far from here. Migrating monarchs always stop there to feed. What do you think, George?
I'd say we're gearing up to land. The field must be close.
Good. The monarchs will be safer on the ground than they would be in the air.
The monarchs have landed. But I don't see any flowers.
Something's not right. Uh-oh.
What's eating you, Doc?
It's what the monarchs aren't eating that's the problem. The farmers have tilled the fields to get rid of the wildflowers.
How come, Professor?
Oh, farmers find wildflowers a nuisance to their crops.
So what do we do?
Nothing right now. It'll be dark soon. Ooh, and the temperature's dropping fast. We'll have to find some flowers in bloom tomorrow.
Come on, Archie. We better hit the trailer before it gets too cold. What's the matter? Hey, was it something I said?
Looks like he's intent on doing things the way nature intended.
I guess you're right. I hope Archie isn't too cold and hungry out there.
Monarch butterflies have been making this journey for many, many years. I'm sure they've survived a closed rest stop before.
Good night, Archie. All right! It looks like the monarchs are all accounted for. Morning, Arch. Ready for takeoff? Everything okay, Butter Buddy?
Butterflies are cold-blooded, George. If they get too cold, they can't fly. These little guys might end up staying right here for the whole winter.
But this can't be the end of the line. There's nothing to eat. And there aren't any other butterflies.
Sorry, George. I'm afraid our research will go uncompleted. But sometimes nature works in mysterious ways.
There just has to be a way to help get these monarchs flying again. Now, there wasn't much I could do about the cold, but I could help rustle up a good breakfast. I start the day with fresh milk. Archie starts his with fresh nectar. And we all headed out to find some. Except for Dad, who stayed behind to watch the trailer and entertain the troops.
I ever tell you guys about how I made drum major back in college? Well, if you don't mind my bending your antenna spell, it's a doozy of a tale.
Here's another load.
Nice haul, George.
Breakfast is served. This area is pretty well picked over. Can I look for more over the hill there?
Just don't go too far, sweetie.
Wow. The grass really is greener on the other side of the fence. The leaves on those trees are a little strange looking. Whoa! Those aren't leaves, they're butterflies. Hundreds of them! This must be where Archie was headed. I gotta tell Dr. Mindelfender.
Fascinating. The butterfly haven was just over the next rise the whole time.
The butterflies can't quit now. We're almost there.
I agree with you, George. I'm just not sure what we can do to get them warm again.
Dad?
Oh, hey! I thought the monarchs could crash in the trailer for a bit. To warm their little wingies.
How did you plan to get them all in there?
Well, they're too delicate, and there's too many to pick up, so I tried to Pied Piper them into the wagon.
It's quite clever. Too bad it didn't work.
Dad's playing the right tune, but the wrong instrument. I have an idea.
It'd be easier if you'd stop squirming.
Can't help it. It tickles.
Well, that ought to do it.
Well, here goes nothing. Why do I have the sudden urge to find a yellow brick road? Oh, yeah. Oh, you take a wingy right in the old gully.
Don't worry, only 10 more trips and you'll be done. In the meantime, I've got a secret project to get off the ground. These will do nicely. I hope Mom doesn't mind if I borrow these. Done. Now for stage 2. And my masterpiece is complete.
Hey, Georgie boy. The monarchs are all cozied up in the trailer. Say, too bad there's not a road through that field, or we could give these guys a lift to their winter home.
We're gonna do the next best thing, with the help of the Superfly.
Looks almost like the real thing.
Maybe the butterflies just need someone to get them flying again. Just like that guy with the cranes. Think it'll work?
Those butterflies will follow you like a moth to a flame.
This idea is quite inspired, if a tad unorthodox. Let's hope the monarchs want to play Follow the Superfly. Good luck, George.
Thanks, Professor. Superfly to the rescue.
Yay, Georgie! Help butterflies!
I'll do my best, Junior. Hey, everybody. I found a great little rest stop. Lots of tall trees, lots to eat, friendly customers. Wanna flap on by? It's just a hop, skip, and a flutter away. What? Ah, Archie. I knew you had it in you. Anyone else? Yes! Let's get you home.
What's the diagnosis?
Look!
Great grasshoppers! They're following George to the grove of trees.
I think you know the way from here. I knew you could make it. A nice, safe, protected place with enough food to last the winter. I'm sure glad I was here to see it. Boy, wait till I tell Becky about this.
I could stand here and ogle all day, but there's still work to be done.
Found a tag, Dr. Mindelfender.
Good job, George. Recording these tag numbers is an important part of our research.
At least now you have a map of one of the migration routes.
One mystery solved. Now we can make sure there are enough fields along the path to support the monarch's trek.
I have a question, Dr. Mindelfender. If Archie was born at our house, how did he know how to find this place?
That, George Shrinks, is one mystery we still haven't solved.
Well, Arch, goodbye. It was really great meeting you. Don't worry. I won't forget about you.
Smile, you two.
With the guitarpsichord currently a few strings short of a tune, I've improvised a jazzy little traveling jam on Doc's Music Maker.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
Dance, Mommy, dance!
A shutterbug doing the jitterbug. I never thought I'd see the day.
Well, I guess this is the part where we drive off into the sunset. Huh, Eunice?
Well, you said a mouthful there, Georgie. Let's head for home.
Every year, the new monarchs make the same trip. Huh, it's never easy. We solved one mystery, but something tells me there's plenty more where that came from.